with Elon, right? You're seeing this other thing about Elon. Elon took a while more than Elon. Elon's a big guy.
In China, you can do that. Elon did that. By the way, Elon is great. That guy is such a great guy. I think you're a fan of
I love
Elon.
him.
He is from a different planet. He's the greatest guy.
It's crazy. I watched every minute of
It was
that.
nothing. We drank whiskey for 2 hours first.
Sorry, when I say crazy, I mean like an amazing get. Like journalistically.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
No, it was really cool. And I have to thank some of his friends that I'm friends with that convinced him to do that. Yeah. That was a fascinating conversation. I thought it was nothing. I thought, so we smoked a little pot. I literally didn't think anything of it.
Anything he does is fascinating to people. That's...
Well, what I really wanted to talk to him about was his thought process. Like what's going on? I know something different is going on in his head.
Right.
You know, you ever talk to someone who exists, just like some people have big noses, some people have little noses.
So when you were talking to Elon Musk, did you get the sense that you were talking to like a genius? What did it feel like?
Like I'm a chimp. Like,
I'm
a chimp.
Like you're that person.
Yeah, I'm that. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I am that toxically stupid person talking to this guy
Really?
who wants to create gigantic power stations in Australia to fix their grid and wants to shoot fucking rockets into space. And they literally let him drill under LA. They're like, go ahead. What are you going to do? You going to drill holes? Go ahead.
I think people are completely fascinated by him, and they would have watched you. They would have watched like a silent movie with you and him for 2 hours, and millions of people would have watched that too.
I don't know about that.
No, I mean,
they want to hear him talk for sure.
Yeah, they want to hear him talk, but I'm saying like anything he does is completely fascinating to people.
Well, he's a legitimate super genius. I mean, legitimate. Like when he's not full shit. That is his thought process is extraordinary. But one of the things that was really clear from talking to him was that it's uncomfortable. That his whole life it's been this tornado of ideas that's beating against his head.
Yeah.
And he's like, you wouldn't want to be me. You know, like, oh, Jesus. I'm like, what do you mean, man? You know, and he's like, it never shuts off.
Right.
You know, and like legitimately training. He's significantly smaller than Elon. Elon's a big guy. But that only goes so far, especially if you don't have any endurance.
But does Elon, what do you think Elon's fighting skill strategy would be like?
But he took karate when he was younger.
So would he come karateing?
I don't know. I don't think it was ever going to happen. I mean, I was entertaining it because I think it would be fun if it did happen. And Elon said he would do it, and Zuckerberg said he would do it. But like, I don't know how the guy tweets as much as he does. How the fuck could you train for a fight? I mean, how do you run SpaceX and Tesla and the Department of Government Efficiency and Starlink?
Joe, he's your friend. You know him better than we do. How the fuck does he do it?
I don't know how he does it, and I'm his friend. I don't
really move the ball downfield for humanity. That's what's driving it.
He's such an unusual human. I mean, there's very few people that you could make any kind of rational comparison to other than maybe Nikola Tesla. Will you really stop and think what he's done?
Yeah.
And the fact that he does them all simultaneously, that he's involved in the Boring Project, he's involved in Tesla and SpaceX all simultaneously, and Tesla Home, solar, all the solar panels and the making solar tiles for roofs, and he's doing so many different things at the same time. It's almost impossible. Like I don't understand how he does it.
Yeah.
I just want you to do great. I want everybody to do great.
Are you ever intimidated?
By a guest?
Yeah.
By their intellect? Yeah. Like Elon Musk was intimidating.
Yeah.
Talking to him because you realize what a chimp you are.
Did you feel that way?
Oh, yeah. I'm a fucking dummy, man.
But like,
I'm talking to this guy. I'm like, I'm a fucking chimp.
Here's a question. You just kind of laugh like one.
I'm like looking at him like, yeah. So you gotta go to Mars, huh? Cool. Want to smoke some weed? That's what it felt like.
Somebody's got to make a cut of that. Like your chip moments.
This motherfucker's making electric cars. He's sending rockets into space.
Right.
He's drilling holes under the ground.
You had to dumb him down with the weed.
He's making solar cities. It didn't even work.
But so here's my take on it, right? I'm watching Musk, right? And he basically is opening up to you about how he's not happy.
Yeah.
Right? There's this moment where he's like, I think he says something to the extent of,
I don't necessarily think he's unhappy, but I do think that he puts himself into situations where the amount of stress that he absorbs is almost unfathomable. Like when he was trying to get the Tesla Model 3 production schedule ramped up, and he was sleeping on the floor of the factory and literally working like 19, 20 hours a day. That's untenable. You can only do that for short periods of time.
Right.
But I think that what I was saying about Kanye West applies to him tenfold.
Okay.
He's got a power output that's extraordinarily different than the average person. And that's one of the things he was talking about when he was young. I mean, you could probably put him on some sort of a what I don't know what the super genius spectrum is.
Right.
Like what is, what's Albert Einstein?
Right.
What's this guy? What's that guy? He's in there somewhere in this crazy realm of the way a brain works. Like, I think that brains are like all other body parts. Some people are born with little tiny dicks, and some people got giant hogs, and that's just a fact. And I think that dude has a giant hog of a brain, and it just works better. It just is operating on a level that you and I can't comprehend. Like, I never invented a goddamn thing in my life, but I'm driving around in Elon Musk. And then this other thing about Elon. Elon's going to steal everybody's money. He has $400 billion. I'm telling you, he's not going to steal your money. I'm telling you, that's not what he's doing. What he's doing is he's a super genius that's been fucked with. Okay? And when you've been fucked with by these nitwits that hide behind 3-letter agencies, and you're dealing with one of the smartest people alive, and he helps Donald Trump get into office, and he goes, I want to find out what kind of corruption is really around. Well, you fucked up. You fucked up and picked the wrong psychopath on the spectrum, because he's gonna hunt you down. He's gonna find out what's going on, and that's good. That's good for everybody. That's how you should be looking at this. Like, wow, we have a brilliant mind that is examining these really fucking corrupt and goofy systems, and bringing in a bunch of psychopath wizards.
Yeah, well,
when he first got here, he pulls out the fucking blowtorch and starts shooting this flamethrower in the middle of the hallway, and we're laughing and having. I'm like, he's gonna be easy. This is great.
Right.
And then we sat down, and then stiff right off the bat, and I'm just trying to massage it and get him going.
although